Hello, this is Mitch from Circuit Specialists, here to talk about one of our newest fun little projects. This is the Smart Outlet Box. The reason we designed this, because we have this little storefront display in our store, and we didn't want to have it on 24/7 since we're only open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We wanted to have it only on during our store hours. It was especially important with these little tube boxes because you don't want to have these on 24/7. It wears the tubes, and we also just don't want to have lights on when nobody's in here. So we took one of these ESP8266 relays and made it so that we can control when this outlet turns on and off. We simply plug in an extension cord into this, and it lets us control all of our equipment on a scheduled time or even manually. We coded it in MicroPython, so it's extremely easy to program. It also is extremely versatile if we need to update it in the future. Some troubles we had with the project were size. We didn't want to make it too big or it wouldn't be very practical. Another thing was cost. Obviously there are already products in the market that can do this and you can schedule it. But we wanted to make a fun little project, and we also wanted to have it cost effective. So the parts price for this is actually pretty competitive, if not less, than a pre-made unit. And it's also, a fun little project for you to do. The final issue we had when designing this board was actually converting the AC power to DC for the ESP8266. What we ended up doing is getting one of these simple little USB adapters that you'd usually use for your phone or charging any sort of device. And we opened it up, took off the USB port, and that's already what it does. Since your phone accepts DC and not AC, this is a very inexpensive and tiny AC to DC converter, and is the perfect amount of voltage that we needed to power this ESP8266. The final thing I actually wanted to talk about was the interface for the smart outlet. As you can see here, we have the scheduling options up here, and then we have the manual settings down here. You can come up here and set the schedule, just like this. You can see the time boxes are actually disabled until you press custom time, where you can then set a time to whatever you want it to be. Then when you're done, you just press save schedule. You can also turn on the relay on and off manually by just pressing this. You just heard it click, and you can also turn it off again. The final option down here is the Wi-Fi credentials button. This simply lets you change your Wi-Fi credentials so that you can connect the relay to the internet. This has been the overview for the Smart Outlet project. If you're interested in doing this yourself, I will leave a link in the description to the blog post and the store page where you can buy the parts and read our little write-up on how we did this, the little challenges we had, and also a step-by-step instruction guide on how to actually set this up and do it yourself. It's a fun little project, and it's relatively inexpensive. Great way to get into electronics. This has been Mitch from Circuit Specialists. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.